Get a £5 free bet every week with Offer Club from William Hill. Simply stake a total of £20 or more across the week on pre-match football accumulators with 4 or more selections, and you'll get a £5 free bet on the Friday. Join William Hill Offer Club on mobile or online now.
This is KUGAN CASSIUS Rifle TV in association with Macklin Gym. We're at the final press conference here for Golovkin versus Brook. Now, if you don't know who this man is, people should know who this man is. New movie star, shall I add, first of all, star of Creed. Elvis Grant. Well, Elvis, you explain. Obviously, people will know your well-renowned glove, the Grant gloves, but you explain to me about that.
Well, we've been in the business 25 years. Started out with guys back in the days like the Roy Joneses, Holyfields, Hopkins, and then came Floyd Mayweather and the later fighters of today like Triple G. And the market for us, our biggest market in the world, believe it or not, is right here in the UK. So it's wonderful to be back here. I'm excited. It's going to be, I think it's going to be a lot better fight than people think it's going to be. I think Kell Brook is a very, very live underdog, and I think it's going to be a great fight.
Obviously, Golovkin's coming over here as the favourite. Kell Brook's trainer even said, he's the underdog going into this fight, but the whole weight situation. Can you see a way of Kell Brook winning this fight, though?
I mean, this is boxing, man. I've been in this 38 years, and I managed 8 world champions, and I was there to see Sugar Ray Leonard fight in his prime, and Marvin Hagler and Roberto Duran win 2 world titles. Anything is possible. I mean, boxing, you're one punch from oblivion. And let's face it, Golovkin is absolutely one of the biggest stars in boxing. He's one of the most devastating punchers probably of all time. But there have been greater fighters than Golovkin that have walked into one and whoa, it happens, man. This is boxing. That's why we come out to see these things, because we don't know what's going to happen.
Absolutely. So, current world champions that use Grant gloves right now, how many?
Wow. I mean, off the top of my head, probably 15. We're more interested in quality than quantity. To be on Team Grant, you have to be an elite fighter and a pretty good person, and that's something that we look for. We're not interested in being on everybody, not to be, like we're better than everybody, even though we are better than everybody. But the point is, we're more interested in being on top guys. I mean, in the UK, Lee Selby, Kell Brook, Anthony Crolla, just the list goes on, and forgive me if I'm forgetting names right now because I'm not thinking, but DeGale, it's just so many guys here and in such a big market. But Floyd Mayweather, we're expecting him to come back for number 50, so that's going to be exciting. And there's just so many tremendous fighters that are wearing the product. I'm very blessed.
I mean, we've been to Mayweather's gym before a training session, and we've seen the routine, 50 pairs of gloves laying along the ring apron.
Yes.
And it's a case of Floyd coming there and sort of what he wants to wear at that specific moment.
Yes.
So, again, they're all your gloves.
Yes, I mean, sort of like what mood he's in. And yeah, I mean, Floyd is the extreme because he's had gloves. Our gloves run anywhere from $300 to $3,000. I mean, gloves that are made with alligator and ostrich skin and crazy stuff. And if anyone had the ones that were $3,000 and up, it was Floyd. He had everyone you could ever imagine, and he's definitely our pride and joy. But I can tell you, I was blessed enough to come near the end and had Sugar Ray Leonard wear my gloves in his last fight, Roberto Duran wear them in his last title fight. So, we've had some really great names, and I feel very blessed to
What's the most expensive pair of gloves that anyone's ever bought from you at one time?
I would say probably about $5,000, and it was a Sheik in Qatar.
Right, okay. Okay, what was specific about the gloves that made it that price?
They were metallic with genuine crocodile skin and they had artwork on them. They had 2 portraits on it, which were extremely detailed and intricate. And so, yeah, that was probably the most expensive pair. And don't think he used them. I think they were just for
show.
For show, yeah.
For show,
yeah.
Well, listen, like I said, your gloves, like I said, have stood out because of the sheer amount of people, like you said, quality over quantity, and the amount of people, relevant people within boxing that we've seen wearing your gloves. So,
well, I'm very proud to say that since I started this company, we have never paid anyone a penny to ever wear our products. They've always insisted on them, put it in their contract, and you know, Floyd was offered a lot of money to wear another brand, and he wouldn't even entertain the idea of it. And the fact that Sylvester Stallone himself called me to be in the film and asked me if it was possible to use the product, Jake Gyllenhaal with Southpaw. So, you know, when that started happening, that's when I realized I'm finally, I've turned the corner, man. So I'm very blessed.
We saw your little cameo in
Yes.
Creed as well.
Yes,
So
yes.
obviously our very own Tony Bellew was starring in that film as well. So.
Yes, another Grant man, Tony Bellew. Tony, forgive me. Like I said, you know, it's kind of caught me in the moment here. But yeah, there are so many. But yeah, Tony is another guy that's a tremendous fighter. David Haye, can't forget my man who's going to be heavyweight champ of the world again soon. And you know, it's exciting, man. But this is definitely our biggest market, and I haven't been back here for a title fight since '87, so I'm excited to be back here, and I'm going to make it a point to come back more often. Eddie Hearn and Frank Smith, you know, these are great guys, so professional, and we have a very good relationship. So I'm looking forward to coming back here and spending more time.
Elvis Grant, thank you very much for talking to IFL TV. Pleasure to get you on the channel, and hopefully we'll catch up with you soon. So
Pleasure was all mine. Thank you for having me.
thank you very much.
God bless you.